When I say come sit with me here in the garden, I mean in the garden. It's an immersive experience. You're literally smack dab in the middle. Now you can't really tell, but all of these plants are in pots, and the big stars right now are the Coleus.
Now this is taking Coleus to new heights. This ladder garden is such a focal point. But unfortunately, Rob is not happy with this rainbow Coleus mix that he grew. I mean, a rainbow is more than green and brown. And Rob says this reminds him of his grandmother's drapes. But seed Coleus bloom, which I love, and so do the bees.
And yet more Coleus over here along this path. Rob calls this his scrap garden because it is made up of a bunch of bits and pieces that didn't look so good earlier in the year. We have geranium, flowering tobacco, celosia, and so much more. Looks pretty good for a bunch of scraps, huh?
We're continuing to harvest the squash and cucumbers and eggplants and pick beans. And we're also harvesting an unusual crop, poppy seeds. Now, even if you don't bake, you've probably eaten poppy seed muffins or bread, and you might even have one stuck in your teeth right now from your poppy seed bagel this morning. Bread seed poppies are sown in early spring. They bloom in June. The imperial pink variety was especially pretty this year. And by now, the plants are done and the seed capsules need to be harvested. Cut them carefully and then shake out the seeds like little salt shakers. Time to bake some muffins, but save some seeds to sow next year.
While Julie is harvesting, Heather and I are sowing dill seed. This was the onion bed, but those have been harvested already. And now we're gonna plant what should have been planted in the spring. But Rob gets a little busy. He's kicking himself, however, because the dill plant is the prime location for the swallowtail butterfly caterpillar to feed.
If you want swallowtails in your garden, plant any member of the carrot family. Carrots, Queen Anne's lace, which are just wild carrots, fennel, parsley, or dill. But don't cut the plants in the fall because that's likely where they're to put their cocoons.
These are the Blue Lake variety of green beans. They're an heirloom and they're absolutely delicious and extremely labor intensive. Beans are one of the most labor intensive crops that you can grow in your vegetable garden. Julie and I have been out here for 20 minutes doing this, but it's worth it. But it gives you new appreciation for the farmers and the farm workers who bring food to our table.